great singer, but I'm really fantastic. I sing all the best words. When you hear me sing, you're gonna be blown away.
Oh, you mean like your hair in a windstorm?
Touche.
You ready? Anything you can do, I can do better. I can do anything better than you.
No, you can't.
Yes, I can.
No, you can't.
Yes, I can.
Nope. Sad.
Yes, I can. Yes, I can. Yes, I...
Barbra Streisand just unleashed a scathing rant against Donald Trump so vicious it can break glass. What did he ever do to put the legendary diva into complete meltdown mode? Did she spill a shocking secret or just hit a really high note of...
Where shall I start? Well, it's been said that Jewish women are known to speak out and tell you what they think, and I'm one of them. I'm so tired of hearing Trump put down America, saying make America great again, because America has been great since 1770.
Either way, this is for the history books. Stay tuned, because if Trump responds, we might well be witnessing the pettiest celebrity fight of the year Barbra Streisand has had. It completely had it. And when a living legend like Barbra makes up her mind, she's had enough, you know. The drama is about to reach Broadway levels. This time her fury isn't over. A bad note or a botched lyric. No, no, no. She's unleashing her full show-stopping powerhouse rage on none other than the king of spray tan and Twitter tantrums himself. You're a Donald Trump. Now, the Trump is accustomed to being roasted. He's been torched harder than a burnt steak at one of his tacky, overpriced diners. But when Barbra Streisand steps into the ring, that's when you know it's getting real. Because let's be honest, the woman has spent decades perfecting the art of dramatic takedowns, both on screen and in life. And her latest rant, oh, it's the chef's kiss of political shade. You know, she stormed off, releasing the kind of acid criticism that would dissolve Trump's infamous comb-over glue. And honestly, who could blame her? The man has gone on a greatest hits tour of political flops for decades. From his mind-boggling speeches to dance moves that look like a broken animatronic at Chuck E. Cheese. He is a walking, talking parody of himself.
Children being ripped out of the arms of their parents. What ever happened to just being kind? And
I think we share something, which is we both hate liars. You know, you can do almost anything to me or say anything to me.
I agree.
Just don't lie to me.
I know. See,
it's such a great...
I was lied to as a child. That's why I'm so passionate about lies and people who lie. Truth communicates.
Thanks for tuning in. What did you think and feel when you witnessed Meryl Streep last night talk about a man who's going to be our president, mocking someone's disability? I thought that she said what she said so eloquently. And it's simple enough to watch the video online of Trump mocking. You just showed it, actually. And I completely. With Meryl, it was a tragic moment.
Away from their parents. I mean, that's what one of my songs is about. What's on my mind, it's called. So I was in tears. I couldn't. We walked around kind of numb. I'm still a little bit numb because I can't believe it happened.
And so beneath the dignity of the presidency, let alone any decent human being, I mean, what we need more in this world, I think, is kindness and decency. And what he did and how he behaves and how he has the need to respond to people by talking back and insulting anyone who does not see things his way. And that's really, let's take a moment to really appreciate what triggered this latest outburst of Barbra. Fueled wrath. Was it his steadfast commitment to playing golf as the world burned? Was it his legal grievances heaping up quicker than his speedy food orders? Or was it just the reality that at this stage, listening to him speak is equivalent to observing a raccoon complain to a trash bag strand? Never one to remain silent, particularly regarding politics. She has been outspoken for decades, but Trump has somehow compelled her to the point of frustration normally reserved for coping with dude Wi-Fi. And let's be honest, the man is an ambulatory Wi-Fi dead zone when it comes to reason and logic. Certainly his response, why you can't trust anything he says, because if you get on his bad side, you know he will blast you in a negative way. And well, B, could you possibly comprehend why? Ready, he's arriving. He had a New Year's Eve party, but he was not charitable enough to bestow that on his followers. You know, as a president, he had a fee for it, then invested that money in his club. I mean, don't you think that's a little... What's especially funny about Trump's entire persona is that he somehow succeeds at failing upwards. Most people, when confronted with multiple bankruptcies, numerous lawsuits, and the type of scandals that would leave even reality TV stars blushing, would step back and look at things. But no, not the Donald. He simply doubles down, slaps his name on another failing business venture, and somehow manages to convince his father followers that he's the second coming of success. It's like being a used car salesman who won't admit that the engine is literally on fire. And let's discuss his capacity for taking criticism, because if there's one thing Trump can't deal with, it's being called out by a tough, smart woman. If you ever want to see an adult man have a kindergartner-level tantrum, just show him a headline where a well-known woman has the nerve to say something bad about him. The man loses it faster than a reality TV contestant getting voted off in the first week. And Strand, she's not any woman. She's an institution. If she calls you out, it's essentially written in the history books. Barbra Streisand's got herself a big old wall. She is one of Trump's biggest critics on immigration. On building a wall, photographs, in my head, the pictures. You know, the children being taken out of the arms of their parents. I have so much passion for America, for my country, and I was trying to say my truth. A lot of women vote the way their husbands do. They don't believe enough in their own thinking. Maybe that woman who's so articulate, so experienced, and so qualified for the presidency, Hillary, was too intimidating. But she herself has a beautiful, beautiful wall and a beautiful gate where you can knock and ask to come in. That wall ain't like butter. Barara, we love you. Hello, gorgeous. The movie was like buy, like be, like a big stick of, but her criticisms aren't the standard. Trump is bad, we've all heard before. No, she goes for the jugular. She mentions his disastrous handling of, well, everything from the economy to public health to foreign relations. She's not throwing shade. She's building an entire theatrical production of roasting him into oblivion. And let's be real, the man makes it too easy. His whole persona is a gift to comedians, night hosts, and now Strand herself, the constant typos, the strange fixation on crowd sizes, the time he stared directly at a solar eclipse like he was trying to challenge the sun to a staring contest. Every single thing he does is comedy. Gold. It's no wonder Strand had to speak out. It's exhausting, watching a man stumble through leadership like he's trying to build IKEA furniture without instruction.
You're not doing your job. And you haven't since he came down that escalator. You haven't been doing your job. If you would have told the truth about him from the beginning and stood up to the lies that Mark Burnett sold America on The Apprentice, we wouldn't be.
Except here, the furniture is democracy, and rather than having tools, he's just rage tweeting about how the screws are stacked against him. Shameful. What do you think of the criticism that Meryl Streep gave last night, that you can shove this thing and make it the standard? That it's like Daniel Patrick, Monan, the senator, once told you define deviancy downward. That type of behavior is the normal political discourse. Well, that's what it does. I mean, what does it send to little kids, who are watching TV and they're seeing, this is the soon-to-be president of the United States. Little girls were devastated when Hillary wasn't elected. So I believe it's what they see. Kids will learn. I sang that in a song. Here's the thing. Strand does not care. And why would she? She's dealt with tougher critics than a man whose greatest achievement is persuading others that gold-plated toilets are the pinnacle of refinement. This is a woman who has endured Hollywood for decades, where talent truly counts, not merely an oversized ego and an uncanny knack for making every sentence a complaint. Trump believes he can win this fight. Please, he's facing a woman who can sustain a note longer than he can sustain a coherent thought. Strand has been a legend, longer than Trump has been, spray-tanning himself into an Oompa Loompa hue of leadership.
You watched Meryl Streep last night talk about a man who's going to be our president mocking someone's disability.
I thought that she said what she said beautifully. And it's easy enough to see the video online of Trump mocking. You just showed it, actually. And I completely agree with Meryl. It was a heartbreaking moment and so beneath the dignity of the presidency.
This is a man who likely believes Broadway is merely an extra-wide avenue in New York, while Streisand has ruled it. She has sung through decades of history, while Trump can barely sing Happy Birthday without making it all about him. Oh, may I assist you care? Oh, be cautious. He only hears me. Get down, boy. All right, hold on. Oh, that's good. Okay, well, you really are a preyed on. No, you're a free McDonald. Well, that's pretty good. You want to be my new campaign manager? No way. Jose, where is he? Get him out of here. And let's be real. Her rant isn't just about Trump. It's about everything he represents. The disregard for facts, the desperate need for validation, the bizarre fixation on making everything about himself. Watching him navigate Pauly ICS is like watching a reality show. Contestants stumble onto a presidential debate stage, except this season has lasted so long, it's like The Apprentice. But rather than sacking others, he's simply sacking off uncontrolled tirades on Twitter at 3:00 in the morning. Meanwhile, Streisand is speaking truth to what the rest of us have been saying, loudly and in perfect harmony. She doesn't need Twitter, tantrums, or tinfoil hat conspiracies. She's got decades of success, admiration, and real talent. Trump might delude himself. He's the headliner of this feud. But let's face it, he's just an understudy in.